Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I hope you're fine. So we are going to start today computer science lecture series for grade 10. This is for federal board. I don't know what are the differences between the other boards. Anyhow, this is grade 10 federal board. Let's start. Bismillah. Chapter 1. The chapter 1 is programming techniques. And in programming techniques, the first question is how a programmer should solve a problem. The first important thing, we must know that computer itself is nothing. Computer solves problem by the instructions given by human being, and these human beings are called programmers. In other words, we give the instructions to computers to solve the problem. And where comes the difference? The computer solves the problem very quickly. One thing. And second thing, it will perform the same thing repeatedly. And third thing, it will never be tired. So, before writing your programs, a programmer need to know something. What are these things? Number one, he should understand the problem. What the problem is, and for this problem, what proposed solution is the programmer giving. To understand the problem, the computer programmer should understand and define the problem itself. And the second step is, after defining the problem, analyze the problem. So this is number one, this is number two. And after analyzing the problem, the programmer should plan for the solution. What solution is possible? The programmer should plan it. And when the programmer is planning, he is coming with more than one solution. These are called candidate solutions. What are the candidate solutions? The solutions which produce correct result. Produce correct results. Okay? तो दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि फाइनल डिसीजन क्या होगा कि व्हाट इज़ द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. द फाइनल डिसीजन इज़ द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन. तो बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन कैसे पता चलेगा? देयर आर डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स. नंबर वन, इज़ द सॉल्यूशन इफेक्टिव? And number two, is the solution efficient? When we are talking about the efficiency, it means more task, more results in less time with accuracy. Using less resources. Okay, so these are the responsibilities of a programmer. Basically, these are not the responsibilities of the programmer of today. Someone else is responsible for this. Anyhow, this is the roadmap how programmer should solve the problem. First of all, understand the problem, and the understanding means define the problem. When you have pinpointed that this is the problem, then you will analyze it in detail. After the analysis, you will plan the solution, and you will come with more than one solutions. These are called candidate solutions. And finally, you will go for the best solution, and best solution is one that is effective and efficient. And efficient means more results with less resources in less time. So the next thing is how the programmer should define the problem. So there are certain steps. Number one, carefully read the problem statement. What the problem statement is, read it carefully. This is also called description of the problem. The second thing is find out what the problem asks to do. Pinpoint the things which is required as solution. This is your actual solution. And third thing is what information does the problem give? We talked about the analysis and note down all the information which is given by the problem. And fourth thing is what is required to be calculated during the problem solution. Find out the required calculations. Now we shall take an example. A customer purchased a product. Okay, it can be a service, it can be an item. Okay, but finally he or she is not satisfied. Let us assume the customer says that I purchased your product and I am not satisfied. So what is the problem? The satisfaction itself is the problem. Later on we shall come to know what is the problem with satisfaction. Maybe it is the performance, the product is not performing well. Maybe it is the user interface. If the user is not convenient with the interface, then it can be one of the problem. And also maybe the program is not user friendly, it is not easy to use. Maybe it asks for so many details. So this is our analysis about this problem. Now we shall pinpoint, after the discussion with the customer, why the customer is not satisfied, and then we shall go for the solution. The second thing is calculate the average of student marks. So this is calculated mathematical numerical problem. So the problem is calculate the average. It means we shall take some input. Maybe 2 numbers, 4 numbers, 10 numbers, 100 numbers, whatsoever is. After taking the input, we shall calculate their sum, and according to formula we shall divide it by the number of the elements, 2, 4, whatsoever it is, and then we shall calculate the average. Another example is calculate zakat. For zakat we shall have to analyze what is the required input. We shall have to analyze what is the required input. It means we can ask the customer how much amount you have. And the second thing, we should know what is the rate of zakat. We know it is 2.5%. So simply we shall take the amount and then we shall calculate the zakat according to this formula. So the problem, there were three problems. Number one, it was a general problem about product. It was the average problem for calculation average, and third one was the zakat. So we solved all of these problems after identifying them. The third thing is how to analyze the problem. The problem analysis stage is about gathering information. All the information you will gather, and then you will find out all the possible solutions which are suitable for the problem. For example, in previous slide, we were calculating average and we were calculating zakat. Okay, so this is our analysis. For average, we ask the user how much element you want to input, and for zakat, we ask the customer how much amount do you have. After this one, we know how to calculate the average, and we also know how to calculate the zakat. We shall code this program and we shall give it to our user. That will be user friendly. Anyhow, when we are talking about the analysis, there are certain steps. First of all, you should know, is the problem computer related? Can you solve a problem that is not computer related? For example, please bring me tea. This is also possible with AI. If you are not using AI, it is not possible. Another example, for example, you can say, okay, write a program, computer program for me to deliver food in my home. It is not possible with the technology. You can place your order, but someone will bring the food to your home, or you will go yourself and you will take away. Anyhow, this is not a computerized problem. The second thing, if the computer is, here you will find out yes or no. If no, then there is no solution. You will go for one of these solutions. Okay, like this one. And if it is yes, then you will go to the next step, what to be done to find out the solution. You will find out the way, the possible methods to solve the problem. And after finding out the method, you will convert this method into proper sequence of steps to solve this problem. Anyhow, this is called your algorithm. Anyhow, we shall discuss it in the later section. And fourth one is, you will have to decide what is input, what is output. For example, when we were talking about the average numbers, so our input was some numbers. Input was some numbers. For example, it can be 50, 60, 80, 100, and so on. And thereafter, our algorithm was telling, the method was telling sum of these numbers. This plus this number plus this number plus this number is equal to x, and then count these number 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 4, so the result will be there. In the same way, in zakat, we were asking the user how much amount, how much gold, how much money, how much anything else, how much. They will tell us. For example, 10,000. Okay, that is the last input by the user, and then we shall apply the formula. This was our input, and our output will be the some amount, maybe 2500, and like this. So this was our input and this is our output. This output can be calculated with the help of some formula, and then you can save it for the future reference. You can print it, and whatsoever you like you can do. So we shall decide input and output. After this one, how many solutions are possible? When you are analyzing, you will go, this is called candidate solution. Okay, you will find out all the possible solutions, and then you will go which one is the best solution and why. As I told you, the best solution is one which is efficient, effective, and less time consuming, less resources consuming. So this is the answer of the why it is the best solution and which one is the best solution from so many solutions. And after this one, how this solution will be implemented. Maybe here you will be talking about the programming language, required peoples, okay, programming language, etc. And maybe you are talking, maybe this is web-based solution, maybe this is a desktop-based solution, like calculator. Okay, so how to analyze the problem? There are 7 steps. Number 1, decide whether the problem can be solved with computer or no. Number 2, if you can solve this problem, go what to be done to find out the solution. Then what is the proper sequence? And number 4, what input and output is required? Number 5, how many solutions are possible? And from these possible solutions, which one is the best solution and why? And number 7, if the best solution has been found out, pinpointed, then how you will implement it. This is called problem analysis. This is called problem analysis. Let us take an example. The customer purchased a service and he or she is not happy. What are the steps? Number 1, know the outcome. If you are analyzing the problem, then you will have to perform the steps. These are the steps. Number 1, what is the outcome? What is the output of the program? Result. What is the result? Actually, the outcome is what you want to achieve. Maybe in this case, the customer wants a replacement, yes or no. Maybe the computer wants some update, yes or no. Maybe the customer want to finish the contract and he or she wants the refund. You want to avail the services again with the new agreements, new standards. The second possible solution. Number 1, maybe you want the replacement, update or refund. Second thing, if not, you are going to finish. Is there a possibility to use the service again? And the most important thing is be specific. Be specific. Your target should be pinpointed. You should not be moving around the problem. To the point. Okay, you should be the pinpointed, specific. Number 2, first of all, know your outcome, and second thing, prepare for the discussion. Maybe if you are going to make a complaint, then the discussion will be there. Prepare for discussion. What? Find out your legal rights. Second thing, write down your exact complaint, what you want, what the problem is. Gather the required proof in black and white. Everything should be the written one, not in the oral way. And number 3, follow the standard procedure, the SOP, standard operation procedures. Read the contact documents, company website, advertisement, quotations, etc. And then follow all of the instructions properly. Then how to plan the solution of the problem? Planning the solution is a creative stage of the problem solving. At this stage, the problem is divided into steps. Steps are arranged in order that will produce the solution of the problem. So, this was the last thing about the problem solutions. How to plan the solution? When you are planning, you will have to do number 1, creative stage, the programming and different decisions. At this stage, the problem is divided into steps, and steps are arranged into the order sequence so that it will produce a result. Here I shall give you an example of ATM machine. So what is the role of ATM machine? You can withdraw your money from here. And what is the procedure? The step 1 is insert your card. Step number 2 is select language. Step number 3 is enter your PIN, personal information number, and thereafter select the service. Maybe there are many services, for example, withdraw some cash. Maybe you want to pay a bill. Maybe you want to pay the school fee, or so on. Whatsoever service you will select, according to this one, the new menu will appear. For example, if you want the cash, then there will be a question, how much? 100, 250, whatsoever it is. Okay, in the same way, if you are selecting the bill can be electricity, it can be the water bill, it can be the bill of your internet, and so on. And if you are paying school fee, which one school? Okay, after selecting the school, then you will have to input the other informations. So this is the plan. Do not consider this problem as a user. Consider this problem as a programmer. If you are a programmer and you are asked to design a program to perform these tasks, you will write different modules. The module will be, there should be some machine or something that will accept your card. And after this one, after selecting the card, what are the required steps? You will perform this one, and you will write simply code for this one. Okay, the next thing is candid solution. So what is the candid solution? It means that provide same results of a problem, all the possible solutions of the all the possible solution of a problem that produce correct results. These are called candidate solutions. Actually, candidate solutions are the different methods. Listen, the result is same, but methods are different. These methods will produce the correct result. The final solution is one which produces the correct result efficiently. And we know what is the meaning of efficiency. It should consume less time and use less resources. For example, a customer purchased a product from company and she is not satisfied with the product, the old problem. What are the possible solutions? Solution number one is ask your customer to personally go to the company office and lodge a complaint. Is it good solution? Maybe no. The second possible solution is okay, use a courier service to lodge a complaint. Is it good and reliable solution? Maybe. Time consuming and maybe some effort is also required, maybe no. Use the company site to lodge the complaint. First of all, is there a method, a way to register your complaint? Yes or no? But right now we can say that this is a good solution because it can be performed in less time, less resources and less efforts. Second thing is use electronic email to send your complaints. Is it a good solution? Yes or no? But remember, this is good solution. But it depends. If the company has an SOP, standard operation procedure, that submit your complaints through website, we shall not go for this solution. We shall go for this solution. But for example, the company doesn't have any mechanism to register the complaints. So this is not a solution. Then we shall go for the electronic mail. This will be our best solution. Another example I am going to give you for candidate solutions. For example, we are going to find out the square of two elements. For example, a is equal to 4 and second element b is equal to 5. So we are going to use the method number 1. Method 1 is a square of the first element plus square of the second element plus 2 into first element into second element. The computer will solve this problem. If you are taking the square of a, it is 16 plus b, it is 25 plus 2 4s are 8, 8 5s are 80. Not 80, 40. So the result will be 40 plus 25 plus 16. 6 and 5, 11, and this one become 5 and 2, 7 and 1, 8. So result is 81. This was method number 1. We are going for method number 2. This is computerized based. It says that a plus b whole square, it means 4 plus 5 whole square is equal to 9 whole square is equal to 81. Which one is the best solution in your viewpoint? So the method 2 is producing the same result. Yes. Method 1 is a little bit long method and method 2 is very straightforward method. So in computer based system we shall go for the method number 2. Do you need the PDF of this lecture? If yes, In the description you will have a link for this one. Download the PDF and practice this one. If you like this lecture, please subscribe to the channel and like the lecture as well, and share it with your friends and practice it. Thank you so much for watching. See you inshallah with the next topic, and the next topic is algorithm. Thank you so much.